Hi everyone, welcome back to My Creative Ego. So today we are making pocket tags. So thank you to all of you who left comments on my last video letting me know that you guys were interested in this tutorial. So we'll go ahead and get started with it. So you'll be able to use these pocket tags inside of your greeting cards if you want to put like a gift card in there, or you can just use them as a gift tag. So sorry it took a while to actually put out this tutorial, but I wanted to make sure that I got really good measurements so that we could optimize our paper. So with one 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock, you'll be able to make 4 gift tags with that. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just starting off with a scratch sheet of 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock because this is going to be my template. I'm going to be able to keep this and reuse it. So let's just jump right into it. First off, you want to make sure that your paper is positioned correctly. So you want to follow the little ladybug here. So on the top end, this is going to be your 11 inch side. And then on your vertical, that's going to be your 8.5 inch side. So our first score mark is going to be at 1/2 inch. And then our next score mark will be at 3 inches. And the 5.5 inch mark, this is going to be a score mark, but I'm actually dashing this line because we're going to cut this later on. And then the next score mark is going to be at 6 inches, and then another score mark at 8.5 inches. We're going to take our paper and then we're going to turn it like you see here, and then we're going to score that at 4.25 inches. And once again, the dashed pink line just indicates that this is where we're going to cut later on. So you should have something that looks like this. So your cardstock's not actually going to have all these pen marks on there. I just did that because I want to be able to show you guys what everything would look like. And so you're going to have a paper that looks like this, and you're going to cut on all the dotted lines that you see here. So basically that's going to allow you to get 4 separate pieces, as you can see here. So you cut it down the middle and then you cut those in half. So these are the pieces that you'll get. And we're going to just start off with one piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure out a little triangle at the very top, as you see here. So I'm just going to make a little squiggly mark at the top. So that just indicates that this needs to be at the top when I flip it over. I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to flip it over. I'm staying within the same panel, as you can see here, but I don't see that squiggly line, but the squiggly line is still facing up, if that makes sense. Basically what you just want to do is you just are using that same piece because you want to make a tag that is symmetrical, and then you just trace that. Once you trace that, you're going to get your ruler and you're just going to follow that line all the way down. So as you can see here, we're just marking that line. We're going to cut this piece out, and now you are left with a template. This is going to be your master template. You're going to want to keep this and you want to label it if you want to, but don't throw this piece away because this will be the pattern that you'll continue to use. So like I said, if you don't like this particular pattern, you have 3 more sheets to practice on. So keep doing it until you find a pattern that you really like. And then I also want to share with you guys another way where if you want to have like a decorative edge. So I'm just going to trace this onto another piece. So once again, this is my template. This is my master pattern that I'm going to continue to use and keep. And I'm just tracing it on here. And as you can see, I'm not cutting all of the pieces. I'm just cutting this here because I want to take a pair of decorative scissors and I'm just going to cut through here. And as you can see, that's just going to give you a fancier edge if that's something that you want. But for this particular tutorial, I just want to stick with that standard straight edge. So the white cardstock was meant just to build my template. And now that I have my master template, I actually want to build tags that I'll be able to decorate. So I'm going to score onto some colored cardstock, or you can actually use double-sided cardstock, which will make decorating so much easier. But I'm just going with some solid cardstock here, scoring all of my lines, and then I'm going to take my paper trimmer and then I'm going to trim those down, as you see here. And now that's where that master template comes into play. Now all we're going to do is take all of these sheets and we're going to take our template and trace and cut. So you can do that with as many sheets of paper as you want, and then you create like a whole pack like this. So I'll definitely be using some of these for future projects, but for right now I'm just going to take one of each colored cardstock and I'm just going to decorate that. So one issue that I did want to address is the fact that sometimes your template is not going to match up 100%, and that's okay. Usually that comes from, you know, like a slight nudge when you're doing your scoreboards or your trimming. So just center your template as best as you can and then trace around that. So now that you have the base of all your tags, we get to decorate it. So I'm just using a lot of my products from Amy Tangerine because, you know, I just hauled a lot of her stickers not too long ago. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take this tag, don't glue it quite yet. There's probably better ways to do this, but what I just do is I take my tag and then I find a sheet of paper that I want to use, and then I just kind of like push my tag into there, and as you can see I flip it over so that I can just trace it on the back side and cut that out, and you glue it. So you just want to make sure before you glue everything down that you're folding on the score lines and that everything is lying flush on there. And then when you glue it down, you have the option of taking this tab and wrapping it all the way on the back. If you find that it's really difficult and it's not closing properly, you can start by trimming just a little piece of the tag side of it, and then that should fix the problem. I noticed that because sometimes I'm not exactly on my score line when I trim it, sometimes I get that issue, but for the most part all the pieces fit perfectly well together. And if it's still not working, I will address it on my part 2 of this video, because there is also another type of tag I want to show you guys, so keep that template because it's going to be a really cute tag and you'll be able to use this exact same template for it. So yeah, the rest is pretty much up to you guys how you want to decorate it. For the ribbon portion of it, I actually put an eyelet on there, and then I put my ribbon on there, and then I just used a sticker that says thank you. I got those from the little cellophane bags that I got from Daiso. And then leftover pieces of my paper from when I actually cut out these tags. So again, use this for your gift cards. It's pretty snug in here, but just to be on the safe side, I'd probably add some extra tape onto it or washi tape just to keep it in there. And then also you can use it inside a greeting card if you need a pocket to hold your gift card. But don't throw that template away. You know, stay tuned. I will have a part 2. I'm going to show you guys another way to make a really cute tag with this template. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry if it was really long. I just didn't know like how much I should explain or how little I should explain. But hopefully it gave you an idea on how to make these tags. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Part 2 of this tutorial is not going to be in so much detail only because now I have this reference video. So it's pretty much just going to be the score lines and some extra ways on how you can decorate this. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that one. I also have some more hauls coming up. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And roll on down to my newest videos by hitting subscribe.